Good morning, everybody. Mic check. Thank you, thank you. I believe we have everything ready to go for today, but we'll see what happens. Meg, thank you for reading the notification. Josh, I see you there too. I wonder how many people actually got the notification as opposed to just know to get here at the right time. Classy Charmander. What a great handle. Claire, I was very disappointed by that Camila song. It's just not good. Yeah, I can hear you. Let's see if everyone else can hear you. All right, now you should be able to hear Carla Marie as well. Hey, Carla Marie, you got some snacks over there? What are you mixing up? Oh. Why are people saying no, Carla Marie? You can't hear her? Oh, you know why? Because I got it. Next time we do this, you'll be able to hear her. So because the Video Ninja feed isn't on the countdown screen, the mic doesn't come through this screen, but when we get on to the next one, you will be. Thank you, guys. Joanna_DJ, representing Astoria. Are you Greek? People from New York will understand that because Astoria is like little Greece. Yeah, it's pretty good. Joanna said, no, Puerto Rican and Nicaraguan, but my landlords are Greek. I remember when I first started for 103.5 KTU in New York, when it was a dance station, we used to do a club gig. It was called like Club One or something else in Astoria, and man, it was legitimate, like Greek mafia, Greek mob stuff.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning and welcome to the Carla Marie and Anthony Show. My name is Anthony.
I'm Carla Marie.
Oh, how come my video?
I don't see you.
Video. There is my video. It was on the wrong screen. So as you can see, we are in different places right now. Carla Marie is from the beautiful tropical paradise known as New Jersey. You're right there, Carla Marie?
Yeah. There was like a lot of buffering, but I was watching on Twitch.
Oh, well, are you watching on...
I deleted it. I said goodbye.
Okay, well, now we are back to normal. So, Carla Marie is joining us from the beautiful paradise known as New Jersey. How are you doing over there, Carla Marie?
I'm great. I have been up since 6:45 a.m. Eastern time, 3:45 a.m. Pacific time because I have not adjusted. And I was at Dina's. I got some highlights put in, got some of my money pieces freshed up. I
Your
got a
money
spray.
pieces?
Yeah, that's your front pieces.
I've never heard that before in my
That's
life.
why, because why would you?
Yeah.
I need to get because I keep looking at myself to see my new hair. I have no makeup on because I just got a spray tan. And if you've ever had a spray tan, you know how much I want to die right now because nothing feels worse than sitting in spray tan.
What is it? Is it like sticky?
Yeah. So I'm like sticky. I actually don't smell as bad as sometimes some spray tans can make you smell.
Okay.
I really don't want to be wearing this bra right now. Oh shoot. Hold on.
Just
I have to
remember
take
there's
this
a
bra off.
camera there, so be careful. Oh boy. What is she? Does anyone have any idea what she's doing? Oh boy. Do I have to? We're going to go to a different screen just in case. I don't know what the hell Carla Marie's doing over there. Okay, I took you off the screen, Carla Marie.
Okay.
And now we're back. So you were off the screen for a second.
Okay. We're good.
What were you doing?
So, because I probably would have been fine, but my dress, the straps go like around. So
Okay.
my shoulders are open. And I didn't want, since the tan is so fresh, I should be fine. But if I kept my bra on, it was tight, it could mess up the tan and the
Okay.
lines would look weird here.
I just want to let you know that in case you ever do that again, you were not actually off the camera for most of it. So
I didn't do it. No boobs came out.
I'm just
no
saying,
boobs were shown.
Just saying, it got real. No one knew what you were doing. You jumped off the screen. You talked about your bra. Like there was a lot of factors at play there. So, and on top of that, Twitch just changed their rules, and I think we would have been kicked off.
What do you mean we can't be naked on Twitch anymore?
So on Twitch, they changed something. I think it starts at the end of the month or maybe in April. But there's something about now on Twitch, you cannot do streams in which you are focusing on specific body parts for a prolonged period of time. Something I don't know. Remember?
But we focus on our heads.
Hold on. Twitch new rules.
New rules? Isn't that a
It's not a Dua Lipa song. Okay, Twitch targets butt streams with a new rule banning content that focuses on intimate body parts for a prolonged period of time. So I guess, I didn't know this was a thing. Hold on. I got to put this on the screen.
Okay.
This is hilarious. Oh my, okay, just block. Get out of here. Okay. So apparently people were putting green screens on their butt and then playing video games, and then the video game was on your, hold on, you'll have to see this to understand what I'm talking about. It's just going to take over the whole screen in a second.
So we can do it till the end of the month, which is Sunday. So we should do an Easter butt stream.
Okay, now, there we go. Do you see that, Carla Marie?
Oh, I just, hold on. Yes.
Twitch targets butt streams with new rule banning content that focuses on intimate parts of a body parts for a prolonged period of time. So this girl, I guess, is wearing like green shorts.
Okay.
And then using the green screen.
That's genius.
To put the game on her butt. But this one I actually don't think is that bad. Like, I understand what's going on, but you can't really see anything.
Get rid of the oil change ad.
Huh?
Close the ad.
Oh, whatever.
Grease Monkey ain't paying us.
Whatever. Okay, I can't get rid of it. Okay, I don't want to scroll too far down because I don't know what else is on this.
Well, what website are you on?
It's PC Gamer, so it shouldn't be too bad. But okay, there's no other pictures anyway. Here we go.
That's so smart.
Oh, so I guess it does change on Friday.
Tomorrow?
I guess so. Yeah.
They're just bleeding
Pie,
content.
currently streaming with a camera positioned under a transparent chair.
Oh, well.
People are so weird. But here's the crazy part. Like, oh, hold on. Let me get this off the screen now. There we go. So
No, you're showing the back end of Ninja.
yeah, no, I took it off. So I understand, especially on a platform like Twitch that has a younger audience because it's gamers. I understand why that stuff shouldn't just pop up randomly.
But you
Right.
can see nipples on Instagram, which I'm all for
Yeah.
free the nip. But like,
I don't know. But I understand why there's some backlash, okay? But no pun
But-
intended. I actually think those are some creative ways that those women were able to kind of jump into that world,
right.
right? But still actually be creative with it. The
Yeah.
green screen thing is hilarious to me. The transparent chair, probably a little more like
A
gratuitous.
little too much.
Yeah. Plus, everything is kind of like pressed up against.
Like, I don't think that would look great.
Maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to check out what was it, Morgie Pie?
Yeah, give her that money for one more day. Because then what is she gonna do?
I'll tell you
But
what I won't be doing is giving her money.
I think that the shorts, that's such a genius idea.
Yeah.
We could have been doing like green screen face mask. Can we do? But now, okay, so our show
Yeah.
looks at our faces the whole time.
Yeah. But that's not an intimate body part.
But who's to say? Is a foot an intimate
Society?
body part?
No.
But is a foot?
I think society has some rules, Carla Marie. And I understand what you're getting at, right? Some people think the foot could be an intimate body part, but generally
Which we're
speaking,
gonna get
as a
to
society,
today.
we don't think that because people wear sandals and flip flops and go barefoot all the time. It's a little different when they are. Everyone knows what you're talking about when you say intimate body parts or private parts or whatever.
So your butt, your boobs, and your
P and the V.
peas,
Yeah.
where you pee out of.
Yeah, the P and the V. What were you going to say about feet?
Can we discuss the email?
Oh, yeah, go for it.
So we got an email sent to hello@Carla Marie and Anthony. Now, a lot of people get confused. They do think that they are emailing me there because they just see hello@Carla Marie
Mhm.
and immediately just think it's me. So still TBD on who this email was to. But-
I think we have a good idea.
The only thing that is where anything is written is in the subject line. There is no body of the email. Okay. I'm going to read the subject line of the email we received this week. I would love to smell your sweet, sexy, gorgeous, beautiful princess lover bare feet and delicious, sexy, tastiest toes and sweet, softiest soles and sexy high arches anytime, babe.
Anytime. Yeah, that's definitely not. I don't think that's to me. Plus, they called you princess, and I'm not saying I've never been called princess. I'm just saying that normally that would not be me,
So,
unless
My
I was
question
Princess
is-
Peach Fuzz.
how do I respond? And because they want to smell, but I can be like, well, you can't smell them, but I can send you photos for a price.
No, what you say, if you want, is, I'll send you a pair of socks for $200,
All right.
and then but you can't go down in price. This isn't a negotiation. You just
I
gotta
think
throw
I'm
it out there.
going to actually start with 3 and then I'll go down to 2 if they want.
Maybe. I think because then here's what's going to happen. If you start bartering or negotiating, I know how this works. I've been in this game for a long time. Okay, take it from a pro.
I was telling
then-
everyone at the rehearsal dinner last night that you sell your feet and
Then what's going to happen is they're going to be more engaged with just conversing with you, and they're not going to buy anything. So it's got to be hard line, right? You got to say $200. This is what you get. And then when they start trying to like get more out of you, say, hey, you just keep repeating yourself, $200. And then if they don't respond or engage the way you need them to, you just block them.
what if this person was like,
yeah, see,
I
Wendy
would like
from Brooklyn, sorry, Carla Marie, Wendy from Brooklyn said, don't negotiate with a psychopath.
what if this person is like, I would like to smell your foot in person in a public place. I'll give you 10K.
That's up to you.
Well, no, I'm doing it. I'll go by
So
myself.
why are you asking?
Well, last night we were talking about this and the conversation came up. So my niece Krista, who is 21 years old, was like, I don't care. I'll sell anything. Because we're talking about people who sell their underwear. And I was
Yeah.
telling them about Panty Dealer or pantydeal.com, whatever it is. And she was like, they were like, would Anthony care if you did that? I was like, no, but I don't know. The DNA thing freaks me out a little bit about underwear, which I guess you can also get it from socks, whatever. So Krista says to her boyfriend, would you care if I sold my underwear for $100? And he was like, as long as I get 50, I don't care. He's a smart man.
Let's see. What do we have here? Tones is good at this. He's teaching us his ways. Thank you, Angela.
So I'm going to respond and I'm going to say, well, you can't smell them.
My only concern with this email, Carla Marie, is the fact that everything is in the subject line of the email. It's either not real or it's a crazy person.
I actually think it's kind of genius because I got all of the information right away.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that I may adopt this way of communicating, just subject lines.
Well, sometimes if it's quick, I will put the question in the subject line and in the body of the email.
It's a great way to.
I would never leave the body of the email empty, though.
No, I'm going to do it and see how it works a little bit.
True psychopath behavior.
Vicky said I have to do it, but I need to respond in the subject line.
No, that's true psychopath behavior. If you don't put anything in the body.
Oh, okay. Jules said, my boss does that. It's probably an old person. And then immediately Jen said, that's old man behavior.
Life is a hike. Also, it might be an older person. But I think even my dad, who doesn't really send emails, would know the difference between writing, like where to write the email. Actually, he might not. I'm going to have to test him.
I think my dad would be like, what do I put as the subject?
Yeah. I'm going to have to test my dad somehow, or maybe just go into his email and see how he sends them back and forth.
Here's what's weird. I'm not going to say their name. Say their name is Joe Smith, right? The email subject is Joe Smith loves Nikki at gmail.com.
Wait, what?
His full name is in the email, right?
Okay, yeah.
I'm not going to say his full name because I don't want to give out his email, but I'll do the rest of it as real.
Oh, okay.
Joe Smith loves Nikki at gmail.com.
Oh, okay. Got it.
But his real name is the same name of someone I went to high school with.
So maybe it's that person.
I don't know.
I mean, can you check that person's Facebook and see if they're married to or dating someone named Nikki?
Well, what if Nikki is like a streamer that this person loves?
Then that could be it. That could be a thing. I don't know. Amanda_RO or R0 said, I have older coworkers that send emails like that. I'm telling you guys, everyone, unless they're 85 or older, anyone who is sending you emails like that with just something in the subject and nothing in the body, is a true psychopath.
No.
They are. They're a true psychopath. I
can't get into Facebook. Now I feel like I'm 80. I'm trying to get on Facebook on the computer, and that just sounded insane also. Yeah. And it's telling me that they sent me a notification to my phone, but it's not there.
Imagine when you first signed up for Facebook on a computer back in the day, and then someone told you that was not going to be the norm. That was not going to be the way we normally signed into Facebook. Like, that's kind of a crazy concept, right?
They're calling me.
Who is?
Facebook, they said. They're not calling me.
What?
It said, we're calling you with the code, but then it texted me.
Oh, okay.
Which I also thought I had on my authentication app, so.
I'm going to talk about this in tomorrow's episode of the Morning Show podcast. And admittedly, I do not use Facebook very often. I maybe go in there once or twice a year. It's normally by accident if I have to update if I have to update Facebook for a different product that I'm using that connects, right? Because like some of our, Carla Marie and I belong to these like social networks, social influencer networks for clients and stuff. And a lot of times you have to sign in through Facebook. But I had to sign in to update my VR headset. And tomorrow is the last day to do that before you lose all of the information or all of the data that you've paid for. So I tried to log in last week. And not only was it difficult because I've got the VR headset on, and I've got to use my phone or a laptop to like change passwords or
Mhm.
send
Yeah.
password reset codes, all of that stuff. Facebook is getting more and more difficult every single day, I feel like.
It is. But I've actually been an avid Facebook user for like 3 months now.
Really?
I'm getting back into it.
Why?
Okay.
What are you enjoying
I
with it?
I am basically a general manager of a Facebook marketplace store. I'm selling everything I own on there, and I am running that business. I buy things on there. I sell things on there. Great.
Do you
I'm
find
also
Sorry.
in some Facebook groups that have been very helpful, which I'll explain more in a week or so about
Mhm.
that. Nothing weird, but it's been amazing because I don't know where else I would be getting this kind of information. So that's been awesome.
You
Then
realize why that's concerning though, right? Like without any context, saying that you're just going to Facebook groups to get a bunch of information is
it's
a
not
little
that
bit concerning.
yeah, so I'm starting this whole thing where we're gonna storm this.
Yeah.
No, it's not like that. I'm sure same thing could be said about a Discord channel, right?
Yeah.
It would be like that. But then I started thinking, I don't really share the podcast
Mhm.
on my personal Facebook. So I shared it. Hey, Anthony and I do this I tagged you, like we do this podcast every day. Give it a listen, would appreciate it. And then I noticed my sister shared that thing.
Oh, cool.
My mom shared it. Some of my sister's friends were like, listen to my friend's podcast. And they were sharing it. And I was like, this might be the way of like, these people know me, right? This is a new, like, there are people that have known me almost my whole life,
Yeah.
most of the people there, right? And they may not be listening or knowing what we're doing because they don't follow on Instagram. So I'm going to tap into that audience a bit more these days.
Okay.
Just like I'm an avid LinkedIner. I love LinkedIn.
I know that like our friends at the Roosevelts, they do a lot of Facebook advertising. They do a lot of stuff through their Facebook insiders group, stuff like that. It's still a very big platform. For me, I like the apps that are a little more siloed, right? Like there's too much to do on especially on the Facebook app. If I'm going to use Facebook, I'm actually more likely to use it on a desktop view because
Well,
there's so much going on the screen.
I had to sit down with my mom yesterday and go through her Facebook because she plays like these in-app games
Mhm.
that get put on her feed. And I'm like, Mom, you're running your face and your photos through 87 different AI apps. And
Yeah.
I'm getting all these. I said, you have to stop doing this because I don't know what permission you gave this. Your face could be on a poster in China right now selling God knows what.
Probably is.
So, and she's like, what? And I'm like, please stop clicking things.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. There was someone in here. A lot of people are saying they prefer Facebook Marketplace over Craigslist. Or not a lot of people. That was Angela in Spokane. So I was going to ask, actually, this was my question before. Do you find that Facebook Marketplace is better than like an OfferUp? Because I love OfferUp. I'm on it every day.
I don't like OfferUp at all. It's
Really?
too confused. There's like, when I go there, there's like 3 things if I'm looking to buy something. To sell something, I like Facebook because it's connected to and I know OfferUp, they you have to like upload your ID and stuff.
There are
but I
verified
like that
accounts on OfferUp, yes.
With Facebook, I can see like if they just created their profile, I'm not interacting.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's the same idea on OfferUp. So you'll notice if you ever post anything on there, every now and then you'll get like a response right away. And that's normally a bot, and you can check like how long they've been on, how many things they've bought and sold, their ratings, which sucks for people who are legitimate humans that start early because it's tough to get going on OfferUp without like either paying or going through a whole verification process. But I think once you know what to look for on OfferUp, and obviously always meet in a public place, don't have people come to your home if you're selling something. Even a lot of police departments are saying, do your OfferUp or your online transactions, do them in our parking lots.
Yeah, do your drug deals in our parking lot.
Well, maybe not those
We'll
deals.
catch you better.
No, but they're offering like their spaces. Don't go into the police department to sell your fridge or whatever you're selling on OfferUp. But if you do it, they're usually asking you to go to their parking lot. That way, there's less of a chance of someone doing something illegal there. Because there's cameras, there's cops around.
Well, I sold a 7-foot plant, a fake one, and the person came to our house. So
yeah, I didn't like that very much. We live in like the land of supermarkets and parking lots. We could have just gone to.
It was 7 feet. I wasn't putting that thing in our car.
Anyway, I lost the chat a second ago. There was another comment. Oh, it was about between Facebook, LinkedIn, X, and Instagram, what people are using more often. And a lot of people are saying they're not on X very often.
I don't like, I forget that it exists every once in a while. I'll go over there. I'm like, this doesn't seem like something I want to post on Instagram. It's words. I need to put it on Twitter. And then I'm like, no one saw this. I'm going to screenshot it and put it on Instagram. So like,
sorry, I cut you off.
It's just, it doesn't make sense. And Threads really was the answer to it, but no one's using Threads.
Threads is kind of gross now. I was a big fan of it when it launched, but now it's almost more toxic, at least whatever algorithm is being served to me. It's almost more toxic than Twitter.
Oh, wow. I don't see the bad things.
Yeah. But also no one's using it. So maybe that's why I'm just getting the stuff that gets the most reactions. And usually people arguing gets the most interactions. But I do use Twitter or X for sports, basically. If I'm watching a live sport, if there are sports, because a lot of people, a lot of the writers will either live tweet from their seat at the game, especially with right now I'm watching a lot of Seton Hall basketball. But basically for Yankees games and for Seton Hall games, I'm on Twitter.
Also, I'm on Twitter if like something is happening in our neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually some great Facebook groups for this, but I'll go search it on Twitter. Like, I'm not going to do that on Instagram because people wouldn't be posting like, what was that noise in Ballard? Yeah. They'll do that on Twitter.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Fred the Mailman said, I refuse to participate in Threads. I still use X for local Cleveland info.
Yeah, that's basically what
it is. Out of all the platforms, it's the best for, like Carla Marie said, like events that are happening in that moment.
And I do think, and I'm not trying to be like ageist here or say screw them. I think it is the one place where boomers aren't. They're on TikTok, they're on Facebook, and they're on Instagram. And I don't think they ever adopted that because it just wasn't made for them.
Yeah.
And it cuts through a lot of like that random, like, look at my grandchild or whatever it is. Like, it's the one app that you can use still as like we're all on here. We're all anonymous. This is the internet.
You know, I would, if I was starting all of the apps again today, X is the one I would still sign up for it, but it would be essentially like a burner account. It wouldn't have any of my personal info because I do feel like, and with a lot of the internet security stuff I'm reading, they have become one of the loosest in terms of security.
Mm-hmm.
And in terms of like data collection and stuff like that. I mean, they're all stealing our data at the end of the day. Let's see. Oh, another great thing to follow on Twitter, and I guess they probably do this on Instagram and Facebook as well, but any sort of traffic account, like your state's local traffic or whatever. I follow Washington. Yeah, was it?
WashDOT.
Is it Wash or WADOT?
I think it's WADOT.
Yeah,
I'm just what Gabby wrote. It's WADOT.
Because especially during snowboarding season, there's the passes that always close down because of the mountain passes here in Washington. So I learned the hard way 2 years ago, always check those Twitter accounts before you head out because they'll let you know when they're closing, how long they're supposed to be closed, and when they'll reopen, stuff like that. Otherwise, you get stuck there for 2 hours, and then you get to the ski resort, and you find out that the ski resort is also not opening for another 4 hours because people couldn't get there to clear the parking lot. So that was a fun day. Drove an hour and 45 minutes out to Stevens Pass, got to the parking lot, and turned right back around.
Yeah, I will say like government accounts, national park accounts, they're all great to follow on there because they have awesome updates, like you said, but they're also hilarious.
Some of them are pretty
good.
For
some reason.
Yeah.
Like the Washington State Parks account is one of the best Twitter and Instagram accounts to follow. They're hilarious.
The one thing I am concerned with on X is the direction it's going to go in, not because of Elon necessarily, but one of the things I think people love about X is, you can post a picture here and there or a quick video, but really it's for quick blurbs of text, right? And replying to that or maybe links to articles or whatever. But he's trying to make it more like a TikTok, Instagram type app where you're doing more, you're posting more videos, there's short form content, stuff like that.
Right, we have that.
And I get it. That's where the money is. But it's not like Twitter doesn't have money. They're still making it. They're just maybe not making as much as the other apps. And he paid 44 billion for it. So he's probably trying to make back some of that investment. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our quick break. If you are a subscriber, you'll be able to play the words game on screen. What, Carla Marie?
I hope no one gave me a sub. I want to play.
Well, no, if they gave you a sub, then you can play.
Oh.
If you're not subbed, you'll get a commercial.
Well, if I'm not
for
subbed,
about
I'll
3
just
minutes.
play from our account.
Okay, whatever you want, Carla Marie. All right, we will be back in just a couple of minutes. They can't hear you, Carla Marie.
Okay.
Let's see if anyone gets this last one. We'll never know what it is. Oh, look at that at the last second. Bree, I forgot what the word was, but I think it was Bree from Arizona got it. Well done. All right, let me exit this. And we're back. Hello, Carla Marie.
I got a word, and let me tell you how great it feels.
Tell us, how great does it feel, Carla
Because
Marie?
I was putting words in, and I was a little behind, and I was noticed other people were getting it, and then I thought something's weird here because I think it wasn't letting me play since it was our account.
Okay.
I was getting mad because I was putting some in quickly, and then I got one.
It is. Everyone is very fast in there, as Rebecca in Jacksonville said. But I love seeing everyone like really put their effort into trying to clear that board before the time runs out, which I don't. Did we do it in the first one?
No.
So just
There
in the
was one or
second
two.
game, we got that at the very, very end with Bree with the buzzer beater.
So good job, Brie.
Oh.
Wendy said we were able to hear her, but it was low, so people could hear me
Oh, that's
on
weird.
that screen.
I don't know. Let me hold on real quick. ESPN.com.
Oh, my
Speaking
bracket.
of buzzer beaters.
By the way, I would like to tell everyone, I don't think I talked about this here. My bracket was at 92% at one point, and Anthony's was at 7%.
Yeah. Now we're a little closer. Carla Marie is still kicking my butt currently. So Carla Marie in our bracket that Jen and Lisa, I believe, set up, Carla Marie's got 67% correct.
Okay.
Currently with 430 points. I
Cool.
have 36% correct. Currently with 380 points. But here's the thing.
Who's in the lead in ours?
Good question. Let's go. Show groups. In first place is Jen's Hot Takes.
Jen.
Jen's got 480 points. With 95% correct.
Jen, what?
That is impressive.
Jen, you could be winning billions of dollars.
Martha's up there. Let's see. Julie's up there. Courtney. Those are the
Who's
top.
in last place? And Martha has extra accounts that she's not using, so don't count those.
Yeah, the two that Martha has that aren't real accounts. Those are the bottom two. And then Andrew is in last place, but he also has UConn as the winner, so he could jump up. I am in 23rd place out of 28.
What am I?
Carla Marie, you're in Carla Marie, you're 13th.
I'll
So you're
take it.
10 spots ahead of me.
That's all that matters.
But here's the interesting thing. If you go back to me and Carla Marie head to head. So you currently have a better percentage and better points, and you rank higher than me.
Yes.
But if
Remember that.
if all of our picks win from this point on, I would still beat you by 1,000 points. So I have a higher max. I have
I'm
a
not
higher ceiling than you do.
Excuse me,
Yes.
Mister. Stop worrying about the future. Focus on the present. Let's focus on the present.
At the present, you're kicking my butt.
Meg said, "Go see him, head of sports with a Z."
So Carla Marie's got Gonzaga as her first pick, as her champion. Our final four is actually very different.
Claire said, "Should you guys make a wager?" Well,
could.
you know what? We'll pay it off in 2 years, but we can do it.
You know, was it today's game? Let's see. Today's the
could we
28th, right?
wager?
So today's game will actually basically dictate who wins between Carla Marie and I, because at 4:30 West Coast time, UConn takes on San Diego State. I have UConn as my champion. Carla Marie has UConn winning or losing today. So
Yeah, screw them.
depending on that game, because if UConn loses, I'm done. I have no shot of winning. But if UConn wins, my champion
wait.
is still in.
UConn's playing whom?
San Diego State,
Go San Diego State.
which is a rematch of last year's championship game.
Go Fighting Padres.
Well, that's the baseball team. The Aztecs would be San Diego State.
That seems offensive.
Okay, let's actually go through the remaining teams, Carla Marie. There are 16 teams remaining. UConn,
Oh, we're in the Sweet 16?
yes. What's the UConn's mascot?
Oh, you were quizzing me.
Yes.
Huskies.
Okay, San Diego State, we got that. Illinois.
The Fighting Illini or whatever.
Illini. Iowa State.
Iowa State is the... Oh, are they the Owls or the... They're not the Corn. That's Nebraska.
Mm-hmm. Don't cheat.
Ah! I see the thing. It's an eye, isn't it? The logo? Buckeyes. That's Ohio.
No, that's Ohio. You're thinking of the Hawkeyes, but that would be Iowa, not Iowa State. Iowa State's the Cyclones.
I would have never gotten there.
North Carolina.
Tar Heels.
Alabama.
Sooners.
Nope. Oklahoma's the Sooners.
Alabama.
Crimson Tide.
I knew that.
Then we've got on the left side of the bracket, we still have... Oh, it just expanded. Hold on. What are you laughing at, Carla Marie?
Fred just said they're not the Corn because that's what I was...
Clemson.
Oh, Tigers.
Clemson Tigers. Arizona.
My cousin went here for a year. I should know this. Oh, Arizona State Sun Devils.
That would be Arizona State. I did not ask you for Arizona State.
Well, I don't know this one.
Arizona's the Wildcats. And then the right side of the bracket, we've got 8 more teams. You're actually doing pretty good. Houston.
Texans.
The Houston Texans. That would be the football team.
Did we go Longhorns?
That's Texas.
Houston?
Yep.
Oilers.
That would be their old football team. It's the Houston Cougars.
No one cares
Houston
about
Cougars.
them.
This one, I'll be impressed if you get Texas A&M.
Oh, wait. Texas A&M. They are. I see the logo. It's an A and M. It's like maroon. They have a hat. There's a hat somewhere on the T.
No.
They are the Cowboys.
That would be Oklahoma State Cowboys, is maybe who you were thinking of. Texas A&M are just the Aggies.
Oh, Go Aggies.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't even give you that one. That was the last round. So we'll dismiss that. Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know what's happening.
Duke.
Oh, Blue Devils.
Okay. North Carolina State.
Oh, no idea.
Wolfpack. Marquette.
Wolves.
Marquette, I believe, is the Golden Eagles. Then you got 4 more teams left. Purdue.
Chickens.
Purdue Chickens or the Boilermakers. Gonzaga, your champion. Do you know their...
Bulldogs. Woo, 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 woo.
Okay. Creighton.
No idea.
Blue Jays. And the last one is Tennessee.
Titans.
Tennessee Titans in the NFL, correct. But in college basketball or college in general, Tennessee Volunteers.
All right. If we did this with the NFL teams, I'd crush.
Would you?
Yeah, we're not doing it today. No one wants to just hear me say team names.
Interesting. You threw out the challenge. And
you can quiz me on any random day but today.
Okay, deal. So you can study today?
No, I just know no one wants to sit here hearing me yell out team names.
So what is the plan now that you're in New Jersey, Carla Marie? Your niece's wedding is tomorrow. Her and her fiance will be making an appearance on the podcast tomorrow as well.
Yes, they will.
Are there wedding events today?
No, we had them yesterday. Today, it's actually great because I am going to put myself to bed so early tonight. Okay. Our call time is like 9 a.m.
Okay. What time's the wedding?
Well, the ceremony's at 6:30.
What are you doing for that whole time?
We're doing all our photos before, so I will not
for
have
9 hours?
No, photos start at 2:30. There's 11 women that need to get their hair and makeup done.
That's insane.
The boys have to be there at 1.
Makes a little more sense. And even then, they're just going to be sitting around drinking beers together. Then it's not like they're doing anything.
Right, but if we had 11 hair and makeup, if we had 22 hair and makeup artists, we'd be done in an hour.
Can I ask that? This is going to sound like a stupid question.
I love that you're saying holy crap for 11. My sister had 17 women.
This is going to sound like a dumb question.
Yes.
Okay. Why can't you guys just do your hair and makeup like normal, like every other day of your life? Why does an art like a professional have to come in and do that?
Because when you take professional photos in normal hair and makeup, you normally look weird.
But that's what all the guys are doing, right?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because society.
But I understand that, right? I understand there's like societal pressures on women
Yeah.
to put on a ton of makeup or to do
And
crazy
me
things with their hair.
also because we want to. Like, I'm not complaining
That's
about the fact
okay.
that I have to be there at 9 a.m. When my sister wanted us ready in the chair at 6 a.m., that was batshit crazy, but we had no choice because the ceremony started at 2. That was insane. Sam's wedding, also super early. That sucked. But this is great. 9 a.m., I'm going to wake up at 8, roll up, maybe 7:30, give myself a little shower in the morning so I'm nice and fresh. Roll up. I actually don't get my hair and makeup done. I don't go till like 11:30. So from 9 to 11, I do nothing but bother everybody. I take all the videos. I'm in charge of all social media
Okay.
for the day. I get to do all the fun videos.
Also, you just got a spray tan, right, today?
Yeah.
So like how much makeup do you need if you have a spray tan?
I don't really she does a quick psh on your face. I
What
don't
does that mean? With the
I
spray tan or
don't-
with the makeup?
spray tan. I
Okay.
don't normally get spray tan on my face. Dina will just do a little bit because I personally think that when you spray tan your face, then you put on makeup, you look insane. So I don't really do that.
Well, I think that most makeup, wedding day makeup, is insane. Like there are so many times where you could tell that it's makeup that the person normally would never wear, so they look so different. Whether they're the ones getting married
That's
or
why
they're in the
not
bridal
me.
party.
I'm always like, just enhance is what I say.
Enhance.
Enhance what I got.
So then what are they going to do for you tomorrow? Like what do you give them like a rundown or you just make it up as you go?
The hair and makeup people?
Yeah. You do know what
So-
they're doing to your face tomorrow.
I will
Or-
tell her. So I've messaged this girl on Instagram for like 2 years who's actually doing our makeup tomorrow. She's awesome. She's done my sister and who else makeup a bunch of times. Always looks amazing.
Okay.
So I'll just be like, I normally do natural colors. Obviously, no one's gonna have like hot pink. Our dresses are gray. So I'll just say, give me probably like a champagne is like what I love to tell people.
What does that mean?
Champagne color.
Of
So
what?
like eyeshadow.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they airbrush, so probably not. Dina, when she does my makeup, she's got a machine, just goes and airbrushes your face. Amazing. But they'll like lighten under your eyes, contour a bit so that in photos, your eyes don't look super white underneath, how they look when I do it myself.
Mhm.
And then for hair, how this girl does it is amazing. We had her for Sam's wedding. She brings 2 or 3 assistants and they all curl everyone's hair. So everyone gets their hair curled and then you one at a time sit in the main person's chair and she styles it to however you want it to be. It's
Okay.
so efficient. It's insane. I've never seen anything like it. It's incredible. And she was so good. My favorite hair that I've had, that's tied between Ashley's wedding and Gabriella's and Sam's wedding were my favorite hairstyle.
So
ever.
there are a couple of comments in the chat. So first is Naara, who said the last few weddings that I've been a part of, I take the bride's phone and take pictures so they have their own pictures for the day. Makes sense.
I'll definitely do that.
But then Angela and AMS in the chat said that really all of that wedding day makeup is for the photos, not for what you look like in person. But I think the problem is a lot of times the people look crazy in person.
I don't think any of us will.
Another question, which I didn't even think this was a debate. Drown You Out is asking, is she letting you, your niece, letting you choose how you do your hair?
Yes, the only thing we've been told is that we can't do the glamour waves because that's how she's doing her hair.
Okay. Is that normally a thing where a bride will tell you how you're supposed to do your hair for a wedding?
Yes. I haven't heard it as much anymore, at least in the last 8 years of going or being a part of weddings. It used to be everyone's hair is down, everyone's hair is up, everyone's hair is half up. So it looked the same, but maybe it's still a thing. But any wedding I've been a part of, it's do whatever you want, but you can't have the same hairstyle as the bride.
Yeah, I understand not having the same hairstyle, but like, doesn't everyone kind of have their go-to hairstyle? Or is it different on a wedding day?
It's different because I, for weddings, normally will have my hair half up, half down. Ashley's, I did a ponytail because I had extensions and I thought it would look cool. My dress tomorrow comes up to here. So it's like having my hair down would look insane. So it'll be up.
Okay.
I'm debating between a ponytail, even though I don't have that much hair now, a ponytail or like a messy bun thing. But I'm scared because sometimes when you put your hair all the way up, you could look like older. And being the oldest person in the bridal party, I don't want to look too old.
This is the problem that I've thought people would run into. So Jilly Bean said, I hate my hair back. And my ex-best friend had me as her maid of honor and made us have it back. So I felt really uncomfortable. And I can't imagine, and it's obviously
Sucks,
different
but-
for guys' hair, right? But I can't imagine if I was in like my friend Steve's wedding and he said like, oh, everyone's got to slick their hair back today. Like it would be super weird.
But boys don't ever style the hair different where women do. Like
That's
we
fair.
wear our hair different ways.
You know, there was, and I think I've talked about this before, for my cousin Chris's wedding, I was in that and I was 16 years old and it was the first time I grew out my hair. And I guess his in-laws, who I grew up with, like I've known them my whole life, that side of the family and some people on my side of the family didn't think that my long hair was like appropriate or whatever.
That's so effed up and so annoying.
So they convinced
hate
me
that.
to get like a trim. I was like, okay, I'll get it trimmed up. But then when I went in there, it was like whoosh, like really
So they
cut,
clearly told the person to cut
which
it.
I think they did because they made the appointment. So I sat down in the chair and I mean, it was
Were you
still
pissed?
it was still long-ish for a guy, for like an average guy. But it was like my hair was down to my shoulders and I don't think it went past my chin after the haircut.
Were you mad?
A little bit, but I don't know. I was 16. Nothing really mattered.
No, like no one's telling me how to like style my hair for a wedding is one thing.
Yeah.
But you're not telling me I have to dye it or do any of that.
Man,
Like if
the-
my hair was pink and Gabriella told me I had to change it, I'd be like, this is a problem.
You know what's so crazy? And maybe generationally, it's a little different now. The 2 times I grew out my hair, there was one time I grew it out in high school from like sophomore year till I graduated. And then in college, I grew it out from basically, again, my sophomore year in college. And then I didn't cut it for probably or cut it short, I should say, for 5 years. So it was longer than normal for 5 years.
Yeah.
The amount of weird comments that I would get, or my parents would get, the amount of times my parents' friends would go up to them and go like, you really allow your son to have hair like that? And I remember there was, because I was a deacon growing up, I was an ordained deacon. I was an altar boy and then got ordained in the Syrian Orthodox Church. And one of the guys, and I love this guy, he was an older deacon as well. He's now a priest. He went up to my mom at one point when I was growing out my hair and basically said something like, you know, it's not appropriate for Anthony to have long hair if he's serving on the altar. And my mom's response was like pointing at Jesus on the cross, going, well, that guy has long hair.
It's so insane that society went from like, let's think, if you want to go as far back as Jesus or the cavemen,
yeah.
these people, everyone had beards because they didn't cut their beards. Everyone had beards. Everyone had long hair. Everyone had armpit hair
Yeah.
and leg hair. Somewhere along the line, society was like, ugh, make it all go away.
Yeah.
Except for women. You can have long hair, but you can't have hair under your armpits. But men, you have to have hair under your armpits and you have to keep the hair on your legs. But women, you have to get rid of the hair under your legs. And if a man grows out his hair, that's weird. If a woman cuts her hair too short, that's weird.
Yeah.
Who made these rules?
No idea.
Idiots.
Society. I don't know.
Have your armpit hair, shave your armpit hair if you're a dude. I don't care.
So that was my mom, and I got to give her a lot of credit because my dad, I don't think my dad loved my long hair most of the time, but he never told me to cut it by any means.
Right.
But my mom was the one who would be like more vocal in defending me. If people would say, oh, you know, how are you letting your son grow your
Right.
hair out like that? Or don't you think it's weird for your son to have long hair? She would just be like, I don't care.
Mine,
Why do you care about my son's hair?
If I have a child one day and
Mhm.
it's a boy, I can't wait to put his hair in a man bun. Like, it is my dream just because I think it looks so cute on little kids, but also because I know it's going to piss off so many people.
You
And
know-
I cannot wait.
I think my mom also secretly loved my long hair because she never had a daughter. And there were times where like my mom would give me braids. Like for track meets, I remember I had all braids going back. So I
That's cool.
think even though it's not like she was brushing my hair at night or anything like that. It was, I think there was part of her that appreciated having one of her children with long hair. I don't know if that makes any sense. And granted, both of my brothers grew out their hair a little bit, but not as long lengthwise or time-wise as I did.
where you had my mom who was just pumping out braids. Like, leave me alone.
Yeah, that must have been. Well, she had 3 daughters. That's
Well,
crazy.
by the time she was just doing mine and Ashley's hair, she wasn't doing teas.
And
But we have to end the show.
Oh, we do.
But there were questions about what time Anthony is arriving tomorrow at the wedding.
Yeah, I'm not going. I decided
Anthony
today.
has to be there. Well, Anthony has to be there before. You have to arrive at 4:30. Family photos start at 4:45. You're in like one of them
Okay.
because boyfriends only get to be in like one or two, and then you have to hop out.
Then I'm never going
Which
to
is
upgrade.
which we both think is normal.
Yeah.
But there are people that I've heard from friends that it's caused absolute shit fights at weddings where they're like, okay, if you're not married, get out of the photo.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I also don't want to be in photos to begin with, so this actually works out great for me.
But yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much for everyone that hung out this morning. And we have to say thank you to everyone who's helped us get the Morning Show podcast to 500 episodes. If you have not listened today, make sure you go do that because there was a little glitch with the timing of the podcast, and we have to make sure that our numbers are up.
Yes, please.
And then there will be one tomorrow as well. Thanks for hanging. We will see you on Monday.
Oh, we'll be in switch spots.